Don't know, now you know. You tapped into the Real Talk podcast. I appreciate the love. You already know. Listen, y'all. you know, one of the things I done learned being on this earth for 32 years is, watch how people treat you when you down. You know, and then also at the end of the day, you got to observe how people treat you when you up. When you're down, you go through all your problems by yourself. You face everything by yourself. There's nobody to talk to. You know what I mean? Like, nobody understands what you're going through when you down. When everybody around you up and you down, it seems like the whole world's against you. It seems like the littlest things can irritate you. It seems like the ones that truly are there for you, you don't even want them there for you because, you feel like that ain't good enough. But I think hitting rock bottom is one of the best things that can happen to any of us. I've been at rock bottom. You've been at rock bottom. We all been at rock bottom. And anybody that says they haven't been at rock bottom is straight. They're lying to your face. Because we all been at rock bottom. We all been up here before and we all been down here before. You feel what I'm saying? And the problem is with a lot of us, though, we'll be up here and go down here. Be up here and go down here. Be up here and go down here. It's a chain of effects. It's a domino effect that, we think that that's how it's supposed to be. It truly is not supposed to be like that. Rock bottom's supposed to make you feel like, rock bottom is a situation where you don't ever want to feel like that again. And there's people that take it for granted and think that, it's supposed to be a routine and be a part of life. I'm being 100% honest with you. You know how I do on the Real Talk podcast. It's not supposed to be like that, man. Somebody told me, back in the day, they go, somebody can sit there and say they from the struggle and get a piece of money and blow it like they didn't come from the struggle. So did you really learn anything from struggling? You feel what I'm saying? If you could get a large piece of money and blow it up and blow it and then go back to struggling, you never really learn from the struggle. So that's why you struggling again. And hats off to them people that can get a dollar and take that dollar and know that they don't want to struggle again. And I'm not downing the people. Like I said, this is the Real Talk podcast. We ain't here to do that. I'm not downing none of y'all. The Real Talk podcast is here to bring awareness to the things that we do in our lives, and we're not used to understanding and knowing that, nothing in our life is supposed to be a chain of effect. Nothing in our life is supposed to happen over and over again. You feel what I'm saying? I'm being 100% honest with you. You ain't got to take it no type of way. Excuse me. You ain't got to take it no type of way. I'm just being blood raw with you. It's a prime example of somebody getting incarcerated over and over and over again. Listen, dog, you were supposed to get incarcerated that first time, learn from that mistake. Now, if you get incarcerated for the second time, the third, fourth time, you feel what I'm saying? Like, we're supposed to learn from rock bottom. And if you're watching this video is for you. You're supposed to learn from rock bottom. Don't kick yourself. You always got a chance. We all got 24 hours. Don't kick yourself and be like, he's nitpicking me. Never that. I'm trying to bring awareness to things that people think are supposed to be natural. There was a time when I didn't have $1 in my pocket, but I remember when I didn't have $1 in my pocket. And when I got $1, boy, I wanted multiple dollars. You know what I mean? And that's all I'm saying is, like, at the end of the day, you also got to understand the people that are around you. Look at your circle when you're down. Look who's around you. Look at your circle when you up. You feel what I'm saying? There's always going to be more people around you when you're up than when you're down. When you're down, it's going to be them people that, oh, I knew he was going to be back in that position. I'm right here for him, though. You feel what I'm saying? And like they say, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. That's a true saying. And I heard 50 say this before. He said, keep your friends, he said something in the terms of, watch your friends because your enemies never change. Something like that. It was quoted like that. And what he was saying was, watch your friends. You ain't got to worry about your enemies because your enemies are always going to be your enemies. It's your friends that change on you. Your enemy, most likely your enemy ain't going to become your friend. You feel what I'm saying? Most likely your enemy is not going to become your friend. And if he does, he's getting back at you and trying to snake you most likely. You feel what I'm saying? But with the Real Talk podcast, man, it's nothing but motivation. It's nothing but real talk. It's talks I never had growing up. It's talks that I never had nobody give me the blood raw truth. Nobody never gave me the truth like, hey, T, you out here messing up. And that's why I do these videos. So if you watch these videos, I'm just that guy to give you that awakening, like, damn, he is right, man. Like, I've been struggling all year. I got my tax money. I blew it in a month, and I'm struggling again. Do I really deserve to get out the struggle? That's the conversations I be trying to have with y'all. Like, do you really deserve to get out the struggle if you getting that type of loot and you still blowing that type of loot? And it's nothing but truth. It's nothing but awareness. It's nothing but motivation. It's nothing but wanting to do better. Like I said, I'm not a perfect cat at all. But at the end of the day, I've been in a situation, where I used to take care of a lot of people. You guys done heard me say this before. But when my time was up, when I was down, nobody was there for me. And that's when I opened up my eyes and realized that, it's all an illusion. When you're doing good, you're going to have everybody around you. People you don't know. People that, are just going to pop up. People, oh, yeah, he got that 2023 Benz. He must be doing good. Hey, how you doing? Females you never dealt with before. The Red Zassan said it. He said, I got a piece of money. You started giving it to me a little better when I got a piece of money. You feel what I'm saying? It's like that, like, does your woman treat you the same when you got money? When you get paid on Friday, does she treat you a little different from when you struggling during the week? You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's the things you got to be aware about, y'all, And I appreciate everybody tapping in with the Real Talk podcast, man. But, at the end of the day, this one was just be careful. Be prepared. Be aware of what's going on around you. Watch when you're up. Watch when you're down. And if you're down, figure out how you can come up and stay up. And listen, before y'all even try to jump down my throats, I'm not saying we all gonna stay up. I'm saying don't think it's normal to just keep going to rock bottom. Now, that's a problem. You need to figure out why you keep hitting rock bottom. It's money. We all have the opportunity to get money. There ain't no rules out there that says this person can get money, this person can get money. We all have the opportunity to get money. Some people have different opportunities. Some people have opportunities fall in their laps. Some people got to go get them opportunity. But we all had the opportunity to go get them greenback. Go get that blue cheese. Go get that fetty. Go get them ducats. We all had them opportunities, and it's up to us to understand when we get them opportunities. It don't even have to be about money. An opportunity could be a great relationship that we burn. Some of us get great relationships that we burn. It's not always about money. And don't say that T True's always talking about money, because I'm not. I'm just saying opportunity, period. That's why I corrected myself. An opportunity could be anything. Opportunities could be better than money. You can have a relationship that's worth more than money, and you would burn that for some money. I done seen dudes snake dudes over $1 bill, knowing homeboy was in the position to go do this, but he wanted to go over here and go get that quick money. He didn't want that slow money. So he burnt that bridge. So when he blew through that money, homeboy already established something, and he said, I'm going to tell you something. The most realest people can cut you off and leave it at that. Most real people don't have a conversation with you, because most real people know how to carry themselves, and they would never expect for you to ever cross them if you're real. So if you ever had a falling out with somebody and the conversation never was brought up and y'all never spoke again, it's most likely you dealt with a real person. A real person comes off real, point blank, period. And if you don't acknowledge how real he is, they will, or her, how real she is, they're going to cut you off. And they're not going to want to talk about. What's the point to talk about? You should have already known how I carried myself. If we start out with 25 friends and there's only 3 of us left, and I cut you off, you should have known. Same thing with G-Unit. Let's break this down. I watch a lot of interviews. G-Unit. We're going to say the main people, Tony Yayo, Lloyd Banks, Young Buck. They're no longer a group anymore. But 50 Cent still has his bond with Dre and Eminem. Now, let me ask y'all a question. Who's to blame for that? Is it 50? Or is it G-Unit? He's been hanging out with Eminem and Dr. Dre for the last 20 years. He's been hanging out with Tony Yayo, Lloyd Banks for longer than that. Buck, not longer than that, but that's Squad. And those guys no longer talk, but he still talks to Dre and them. That's what you got. You got to always take and observe. That's the problem with a lot of us. We don't observe. We take people's words, but we don't observe. You gotta look around and ask yourself why dog, why dog ain't got no friends. It could be two things. He a snake, or he one of the most solid people you ever known. The Real Talk Podcast, man. Episode, I think it's 9, man. I've been giving them to you. Episode 9, money giveaway. I got winners on that. They got 48 hours to get their money sent. Another giveaway. If you watch the full video, we're gonna do another giveaway. First 10 people to comment will get cashed out. The only way you can figure this out if you watch the video to the end. The Real Talk Podcast, baby. Holla at me.